So I want to talk to you guys and share the information and directions for the remediation opportunities or assignments. These assignments are due no later than December 4th by 11:59 p.m. This is for people who might need extra points. Maybe you had a bad week and you didn't turn an assignment in, or you scored lower than you wanted. Maybe you want to ensure that A or B. So the instructions, you're going to complete your chosen remediation assignment or opportunity and submit it to the remediation Dropbox in Brightspace. These assignments are due no later than December 4th, the day before our synchronous study session on the 5th. No assignments will be accepted after the 4th. There will be no exceptions. So for test remediation, you have two choices to pick from. You can either go through and do handwritten test corrections with explanations for each one. That will get you 10% added to the 10% of whatever your current grade is added to your score. So if you made a 100, that would become a 110. If you made a 70, it would become a 77, etc. You would submit it by taking a picture of your completed handwritten work and submit it to the remediation Dropbox. Make sure that you include the title of the test quiz you're correcting. You may correct all tests and quizzes or pick and choose which ones. Okay. Then there's also the review Padlet. This is for those people who maybe they made 100 on the test, and so maybe they're just going to play a game. This review Padlet allows you to play Kahoots that I've created, quizzes, different games and activities. For each one that you complete, you receive 10% added to the appropriate test. You're going to make sure to add a title when submitting it. You would take a screenshot of your final score. If you make 100, it's 10% added to your grade, of your current grade. If it's a 90, etc., it's going to be 9 points. Okay, so you need to make sure that you go to this particular document right here, click on that picture, and it will show you all the different activities you can do. Then for the assignment/project remediation, you may do as many of these as you would like. These assignments will replace the grade of the appropriate assignment. If you have a 100, you will have 10% added to your original assignment or project score. So the first assignment is the engineers in history. Here you're going to create a timeline of at least 10 engineers in history mentioned in your content or tests. Include an image, date of contribution, and what he or she contributed to engineering. Your score on this assignment will replace your previous score. The tool to use would be this. You would follow this link to readwritethink.org and you would create yours there. Okay. The second assignment is the Universal Systems Model. The Universal Systems Project, you're going to create an informational video to explain the following universal systems. You need to identify the input, process, output, and feedback for two of the following: running a race, making a cake, manufacturing clothes, building an airplane. This will replace your previous grade if completed correctly. Designing with scales. This is specifically for my AB students. You may redo that Designing with Scales assignment worksheet to replace the prior score. I recommend reviewing the synchronous session from last week, November 15, 2017, where I explained how to calculate those because you guys did have some issues with the math. Submit to the remediation Dropbox with a title saying Designing with Scales or Math with Scales or whatever on Brightspace. Organizational chart assignment. This is also for AB. Create an organizational chart for one of the following: your club at school, your sports team, your place of employment. Create using a flow chart drawn by hand or created electronically. You must submit this completed assignment to the remediation Dropbox and on Brightspace. There are 3 options for discussion posts, and these will replace your lowest discussion post grade. If you have a score of 100, then 10% will be added to your original score. So for discussion post 1, you're going to watch the following video clips and provide examples of how each demonstrates leadership, teamwork, character, and or ethics. You may submit an audio or vlog for your response. No written responses will be accepted. This will replace your lowest discussion post grade. Submit to the remediation Dropbox on Brightspace. So you have this A pep talk from Kid President, Remember the Titans clip, um, a message to humanity, 5 inspiring movie speeches, the most inspiring Robin Williams speeches, Steve Jobs inspirational speech. Okay, so you have to either vlog, that means make a video of you explaining how each one of those different video clips demonstrates um, those characteristics of leaders, teamwork, whichever ones it is. Okay, so make sure that you either you record audio or you present a blog. Discussion post 2, you're going to create an autobiographical video about you. It should include narration as well as key characteristics about who you are, such as your family and how they impacted you or how they impact you, your interests, why you're taking engineering, your goals, characteristics about you, leadership ethics, etc. This should be engaging and creative. And it's an autobiographical video. Make sure it is at least a minimum of 2 minutes and includes narration. You will submit the link to the remediation Dropbox on Brightspace. And the last one is discussion post 3. You can choose any vehicle that you feel represents your personality and provide 10 ways that vehicle represents you. Examples: if a Jeep is your vehicle of choice, it could represent your love for adventure, being rugged, being able to withstand a lot, being strong. If a car with a dent represents you, the dent could represent pain, injury, etc. You should try to use adjectives and make sure to share the link. And you're going to create this with ThingLink. You're going to share the link in the remediation Dropbox on Brightspace, and here is a link to ThingLink. Okay, so whichever ones you choose to do, they are due no later than December 4th by 11:59 p.m. No exceptions. There will be a Brightspace Dropbox for you to submit. If you have more than one of these that you're doing, you'll submit it more than one time. You'll just keep adding submissions. Remember, December 4th by 11:59 p.m. and our synchronous session, our final exam review, will be December 5th. A will be between 5 and 5:30, and AB will be between 5:30 and 6, I believe. Okay?